Alright. I went back and reread those. I'm gonna do it one time for you guys, because I affection you. Also, during the course of that, I noticed I can mess with their tail, and I'm assuming I can do something with that, maybe?
The small creature took the ball of hair sitting at the end of Burger Kungan's tail in one hand and the sharp dagger in the other, as it carefully began to cut a few strands at a time until the tuft of hair came off.
I have no idea what to do with that. There's also a fossil here. Oh.
By carefully dusting around the fossil, the outermost layer of dirt around it came loose and accumulated in the creature's extended hand, revealing a set of bones sticking out from the cave wall.
Can I take it?
With the fossil uncovered and intact, the creature could easily pluck a couple of particularly pointy bones from it.
Maybe I'll pick the lock. How many did I take? Go team, we made a key.
As the key did not fit the hole, it fell apart as the small creature attempted to turn it.
Well, how do I... Oh, I'm putting it together in different orders. Alright, when it falls apart this time, you can see the shape there. Alright, so I want you, long one, short one.
The creature reached inside the casket and pulled out a dusty old tome, bereaved of one of its pages.
Okay, we got a book.
As the creature emerged from the hole, it spotted the slim-nosed troll throwing the pendant on the ground, shattering it. Filthy craftsmen who can't even separate fool's gold from the real thing. If I find them, I shall give them a quick departure from their pathetic existence.
Just don't get me.
Muttering and cursing, he turned back to rummage around in his treasure pile.
Alright, I think you want this. No? Alright, well, either way, we need to check this out.
Lowliest of all remains the Earth Dweller, ambition stifled by the wheel's light.
Alright, so I'm guessing that means troll is at the bottom.
6 remain shrouded, inhabiting the moonless night.
I have no idea what that means. Well, I kind of have an idea.
As equals 2 walk beside one another in light, 5 acknowledge their place.
So, 2 equal ones.
On a throne of 8, the golden wheel governs the day.
Golden wheel goes on top of 8 of them. Alright. So, yeah. That's gonna be on top. I think that one's the troll? Maybe? That's a tree. Alright. Let's make it so the wheel's closest to the top. Alright, so you're where you go. Let's see. I want to say we think that's the troll, but I'm gonna say that's the same color that was on the troll, so it's probably? Those two are the same. Oh, hey, there we go. Male and female walk side by side.
Out of the darkness, a crackling and glowing stone emerged, lighting up the cave with its overwhelming energy as it levitated calmly above the altar.
Achievement unlocked, folklorist.
As the creature got closer, sparks and cracks of lightning began to emanate from the Askstone. Noticing
Maybe I shouldn't
the
touch that.
small creature backed away in reverence.
I have soil. Maybe I can make it so she can get up here. Calm down.
I don't think I...
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna make it so I can catch her. I thought I used soil on it. Oh, we chased her to the right place. Hi, Alva friend.
Are you all right? The small creature exclaimed as the Alva emerged from the hole. She responded with a quick nod as she slowly stumbled over to rest on a nearby stone. Don't you worry. You stay there and regain your strength.
Alrighty. We've got an orb. Oh, wait. That totally looks like the gem.
The gemstone had begun to burn.
Cloth canvas?
Using the old canvas, the creature was able to pick up the hot gemstone.
Of course not. Let's go up top.
The creature once more presented an offering before Burgerkongen. The tome immediately caught his eye. I recognize the runes on this book. It will surely unveil the true secrets of this place. Hand it over. The creature followed his command and gave Burgerkongen the old tome. It appears what I seek is indeed down in that hole. Bring it to me. There should be a way. Take this glass shard. It might be a key part in this. Make haste, little creature. My patience is growing thin.
Dude, I'm doing all the work. Calm down.
As the creature got closer, sparks and In the center of the chamber, floating above an altar covered in rune carvings, was an Askstone. formed as lightning strikes the earth, an askstone is said to be infused with the power of its creator, rumored to have been used in ancient times to ward off the sky's thunder, as well as beckoning its rumbling.
I remember something. Didn't clicking fire... Does that do something? It's staying like that. Wind? Oh!
I don't know if I've made the right decision, but I feel this is our last chance to get you wings. Let's head up, shall we?
The small creature said to the Alva, who with a hearty nod once more crawled up behind its ear.
I think that was the only option I had.
At last, after all this time, it's within my reach, Burger Kungan proclaimed, looking at the Askstone with hungry eyes. This is what we have been looking for? A stone? A piece of worthless rock? The slim-nosed troll spouted in anger, yet his words got drowned out by the fat-nosed troll's deep voice. It must be a special rock, right? What does it do? Burger Kungan began to explain in a calm, almost threatening voice.
Ooh.
This, my brother, will keep us safe as the wheel in the heavens passes above our heads. It beckons and bends the mind of the dark clouds and the hammering they bring with them. He turned his attention to the small creature. Come now, little creature. Hand it over to me, Burger Kungan commanded the small creature, seemingly hesitant to touch the crackling Askstone directly himself. The small creature looked at the Alva and then back at Burger Kungan.
No, I will not.
Did you not hear me, little imp? I said, bring it to me, Burger Kungan roared, furious by the creature's refusal.
No, you don't deserve to have it.
The creature yelled.
Shots fired.
Without a shred of hesitation. You dare defy me? I will crush you. I will crush you beneath my feet, and I will take the stone myself. Dirt under my feet is what you are, after all. Enraged, Burger Kungan began to twist and turn to free himself from the mountain's firm grasp. In his struggle, the cavern began to crumble, light breaking through the cracks forming in the ceiling.
Ooh. They can't be around light. This is good. Am I supposed to be doing something? No, I have a spell class.
Not again. The light. Stop moving! The slim-nosed troll exclaimed in panic, yet his words did not reach the Troll King. The creature and Alva paused for a moment to watch as the sunlight turned the trolls into stone before making their way out of the chamber.
Achievement unlocked. Done. Just gonna read.
Passing through
There we
the
go.
crumbling copper gate, the creature glanced over its shoulder, only to see a cold mountain wall, untouched by being and man alike, casting a calming shadow over the clearing. The weary pair, staggering along the forest path, slowly made their way through the thick brush. As it happened, ending upon a path different than the one that led them there. As they felt the rise of the ground, the dark trees grew less imposing, allowing a wonderful view to greet their arrival at the top of the hill.
How beautiful.
The small creature gasped.
I think I'd like to remain here for a while if you wouldn't mind.
The Alva marveled at the sky as the creature carefully put her down on a slab beside it.
I'm sorry for not being able to help you. I know I promised.
The creature said with sad eyes kept at the muddy ground beneath its feet.
That place wasn't at all what I'd hoped it to be.
After remaining silent for a while, the creature nervously brought its eyes from the ground, greeted by the Alva's beaming smile. For although she could not speak nor fly, her glow appeared brighter than before. As they sat there looking out across the woods, the creature felt at ease, and embraced by the sun's rays breaking through the treetops, it slowly faded as night made way for dawn. The Alva remained, humming a sad melody while looking at the stone now sitting beside her. The song filled the clearing, and as she took the last note, a glowing pair of beautiful wings had appeared on her back. Looking at the stone one last time, eyes filled with gratitude, she then rose from the ground, disappearing amongst the trees' canopies. And that, my friend, is where this story ends. Make of it what you will this darkest of nights, be it truth or myth. I have but shared with you what was long ago told to me in the glow of a fire such as this one. I only hope that you'll take care where you trod this night, for as the story goes, it turns out even a small, in the scope of the world, insignificant creature can be of significance to someone not that significant themselves.
That story was amazing. Like, I'm gonna try to not gush too much, although I'm probably gonna end up doing it. The art style, like, had me pulled into the setting immediately. You know, it was mostly black and gray and stuff like that, but like the small times that they used light was like really well done, like it is now for the fire's glow. You know, and although it had, I don't know, would you call it a bland color? Like, although that was the color scheme they went with for it mostly being monotone and black and white and stuff like that. I don't know if monotone's the right word. Like, it still had a lot of depth, and it left me, like, looking for things and seeing stuff moving in the trees. Half the time, I don't think stuff was actually there. It just creeped me out. But, it did a really good job of setting the tone. The narrator, which I've said multiple times, was amazing. They picked the perfect person for that. Him doing little voices for the different creatures was awesome, and I loved it. It just... You know, it literally felt like you were sitting there having somebody tell you a story, even though I'm sitting here playing a game and interacting with it. There were a couple puzzles that got me stuck a little bit. I think that was because I hadn't noticed items on the ground, so that was on me, not the game. It was very, very smooth in that aspect. Like, you know, sometimes the point-and-click games, you get stuck for a while and have to do something that makes no sense. I was very confused about why I put the metal pole in there and the copper thing on it, and then I thought about it about 2 seconds later, and I was like, oh, I made a lightning rod, which made sense to me. So although it didn't make sense to me, because I'm a dum-dum at times, in the case of the game, it made sense. They totally pulled you in with the lore, and I liked that the narrator explained what the creatures you were running into were, and, like, what they did and stuff about them. which makes me want to know more about them as well. Also, if you notice, there's a lore library, so I could go look at more of that if I wanted to. And I really like that. In fact, I think if I click play there...
It is believed that...
Yeah, he'll tell you the story about the stuff. You know, I really like that they make sure you get pulled into the lore, since this isn't a common... I want to say lore setting, and I'm not sure if that's the wording I want, but this is folklore that I don't think most people are familiar with. So to make sure that you understand the setting that you're in, like, they give you the story of it, which was needed, and they did, so that was a really good call on their part. Yet again, the story itself, you know, you being an air quote insignificant creature, but you're traveling around and getting all this stuff done and things like that. I really enjoyed that, and I have theories on what the creature was. I think the creature was someone that died really young, and then on the Dark Knight they got turned into a creature of basically bone and fur, because after being buried for a while, that's how you are. And then they went on a journey to do something and kind of find out why they were there. Yet again, I don't know that for sure, though. That's just my theory, but from playing the game, that's my feeling of what we were. And even still, it's not actually necessary to know what you were, because the creature doesn't know. The one Alva seemed to have an idea since she sent you on your way. She, like, either she knew what your purpose was, or she gave you a purpose, and either way, it works. And it was so enjoyable. And the runes, which I forgot half the time, but when I used them, it was like, oh, that's amazing. Every time I remember the runes, I went back and did that on every thing, because it's just fascinating to see what they trigger, and, you know, it can either just be a nice, cool-looking thing, or it can progress your story. It was a beautiful, beautiful game. I can't recommend it enough. You know, I was actually shocked at how long this game was based on the price. I want to say it's normally like $5. You know, and that's... We got a lot of content out of this. There were 5 chapters, somewhere in parts. So it was more than technically 5 segments, if you want to put it like that. And yet again, how many episodes did I have of this? I think this will be like episode 9. So that's a couple of hours worth of gameplay. I would have easily paid $10 for this and not complained. But I didn't. I paid less than that, and that's awesome. Anyways, I'm trying not to gush over how much I like this game. I don't know what game or what year this game was made, but whatever year it was, this probably is my game of that year. I just really enjoy it so much. Anyways, as I said at the beginning of an episode, I think it was last episode, I'm going to start playing Overlord, and that'll be me playing that until May the 4th, and then on May the 4th, we're going to have an episode of KOTOR, because I can, and then we'll alternate back and forth between those two. Because, hey, I've been pestered for... I would like to finish one game, but I also want to do something for May the 4th, because I'm a Star Wars nerd. Anyways, but I also have the request for Overlord, so I don't want to put that off. I don't know how long Overlord is. Anyways, leave comments below on if you want me to alternate between those two games, or if you want me to do, like, the first episode of KOTOR on May the 4th, and then wait on the rest until after we finish Overlord, or if you want me to alternate back and forth, or what you want me to do. I'll totally listen to your suggestions, as I normally do. Anyways, so yeah, I'm cheap. This was Oknytt, which I just love this game. I can't say enough good things about it. And I will see you guys in Overlord. Bye!